January 20th, live on DAZN, Misfits Boxing returns in Leeds with a bang. The Misfits female middleweight title is put on the line and your co-main event of the evening. AJ, Elle, Brooke, how we both doing? A week away now from your fight.
Do you want to answer that first, Elle, or do you want me
I'm good. I had sparring today. It was good. Did bits. Amazing. Feeling excited, feeling ready, feeling pumped. If anything, I wish it was this weekend. It's annoying that we've got a whole nother fucking week.
I feel the same. So excited, feeling ready, feeling good. Camp's been amazing, injury free. Could eat what I want with this camp. So yeah, it's been good. I'm feeling good.
Well, I think what we have to do, obviously, this is a rematch. So let's start on talking now on that first fight. It was both your debuts. Now, Elle, you won that first fight. How do you feel this second fight's going to go? Do you believe it's going to be more decisive? How's it going to pan out?
I think it's going to be way better. I know that I won the first one, but I think this one's going to be way more convincing for me. I know that AJ afterwards was like, I've been robbed, I've been this, I've been that. I'm not going to give it any chances now, because I don't want any excuses after I win about like any bullshit. Like, Elle did this, Elle did that. No, I want a good, solid fucking win.
So if that win isn't a KO, is that really a win for you then?
I think everyone wants a knockout, don't they? And I think that I have the power and I have the aggressiveness to get that knockout, well, ahead of anyone else.
Well, AJ, that first fight, you didn't get it going your way. Now, what adaptations have you made this time to ensure you hold on to that title belt?
Oh my God. That first fight, I've said before, I came with 2 weeks notice. So what can you learn in 2 weeks? I was training MMA before that. So yeah, everything since that last fight improved massively, leaps and bounds. Just everything in general. It's just going to be so much fun, like so much better. That fight was just embarrassing, to be honest. But you know what? I survived it. She said last time in that fight that she was going to knock me out. It didn't happen. And yeah, I doubt she's going to do that again this time round.
Well, what do you think Elle's greatest attribute was in that first fight? Why did she win that fight?
Well, she had a full-on camp, and yeah, she just looked better in terms of she had ring generalship. She was throwing straight shots. So yeah, just in terms of just looking like a technically better boxer, yeah, she looked far better than I did. Like I just was in there throwing windmills. But they were landing, but yeah, it didn't look tidy, it didn't look good, it didn't look right. So
well, I'd say out of all the fights, this is one of the ones with most bad blood. I mean, we've seen a bit of a history with this, and there's been a lot of tension, especially on Twitter. Where does this animosity actually come from? And is this real bad blood? That's what the people want to know. Well,
for me, the animosity started after our first fight. I shook her hand, hugged her. I was commending her in my change room, saying, look, it's the first female fight, we did well just to do that. Like, it's hard for women to get in the ring. And I literally had someone come in and tell me how disrespectful she was. And that's where I was just like, you know what, this girl's just a piece of trash. Respect's out the window for her. And that's where the hate just started, to be honest.
Well, when you hear her calling you a piece of trash and there's no respect there, how does that make you feel?
I think she's just a massive hypocrite, because she says that I wasn't humble in victory, but she was never humble in defeat. Straight after, she was like, it's rigged. Some judge came in and said I won and all this stuff. Like, you were straight out the bat disrespectful. Like, you were no different to me not being humble in victory. Watch the interview
back, Elle. I was very respectful. I said in that interview, I need to watch it back because my corner thought I'd won, and I had a judge come in and say I'd won. However, I need to watch it back. But whether I'd won or not, I said, fair play to both of us. We both got in the ring. We both showed heart. And I said, I actually commended you. And that's where I was told, well, she said this about you. And I was just like, wow. I was actually taken back. I was like, considering I came in with 2 weeks notice as well, like, you should have been thanking me for taking on a fight with 2 weeks notice. That fight would never have happened. You would have had no fight at all. You wouldn't be where would we even be here? Do you know what I mean? We started the journey together and you showed no respect for me at all.
AJ, the only reason that you're in this industry right now is because I'm saving your ass. If you didn't fight someone with clout, e.g. me or Astrid, you'd be fighting in the shed of the back garden with fucking Tash Weekender, or on a
Say that
prelim
to the belt,
on a
honey. Say that
Newcastle
to the
card.
belt. Say that to the
Yeah,
belt.
and Misfits had to give someone a belt. They give a journeywoman and a journeywoman a belt, so someone looks better when they take that. Misfits are already giving me options about when I win that belt, who to fight next. That's how much they give a shit about you.
Elle, you can say what you like. Look, let's track it back to your last few fights. Like, girl, you couldn't handle the women in your own division. You've had to come down to this division. So what does that say about you?
This is my division. I went up in weight because there was no one to fight.
No, you did not go up in weight. Even when we fought the first time round, you were struggling to make it to 56.
No, I don't know why you think I'm so much smaller than you think. It's crazy that you think I'm a 64 kg fighter. You're deluded.
All right, well, we'll see when it comes to weigh-ins then, won't we?
Okay, trust me, weight is good. I'm happy. I'm eating. I'm literally not even starving myself. Won't even need to do a water cut. So you're fucked.
No, I don't think I'm fucked, hon. You seriously underestimate me, and you think it's going to be a walk in the park, but you're going to get a really big reality check on fight night.
Yeah, those windmills are going to be so aggressive. They're going to knock me out swift. I am so scared.
Ooh.
Well, AJ, I'll be honest, you know, we've had some fight camps before, but this is the first time I've seen it get a little bit personal for you. Do you believe Elle was getting under your skin a little bit?
No, not at all. She doesn't get under my skin. Like, she's trash, man. Like, I'm trying to get under hers, but you know, I'm zen, I'm cool. Look, I just want to bring everything fight night. I want it to be a good performance. I want it to be a great fight. I want her to be the best that she is. I want me to be the best I am. I want it to be a really good performance. And look, as I said, we started this journey together. Like, what, a year and a half later, I want to see how much we've both progressed. I want to show who's the best of the best since that first fight. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Well, Elle, what do you respond with what AJ's been saying on Twitter, etc.? It's been a bit more active this time round. Can we expect that same intensity in person?
I mean, like, rarely. I think your promotion has been absolutely crap. The only promotion you've had is basically nicking my idea and my creativity and like trying to produce it as your own. And the ironic thing is, like, I want to fight in between Elle because I want to build up my own name and I want to do this and I want to do that. Like, but when you have the chance to like boost your levels in the game, you just nick someone else's idea and creativity and just piggyback on someone else.
What idea? What are you talking about?
The fucking the doll compared to the punch bag. You just ripped off that video completely and redid it, and we're like, what? Like, this is meant to be the face of Misfits, a champion, and they can't even fucking promote their fight and get views. The only views that you get is when I retweet you. That's pathetic.
God, dear, you're talking about me not promoting. How about I've been busy promoting how I'm going to land this right hand on your chin?
Cool. Then go into professional boxing. This is influencer boxing. You need to put the graft into.
You can't say I've not been promoting. Like, even yesterday, all Joe was bringing up was all the stuff that I've been doing on Twitter and all the things I've been doing.
You've been doing the bare minimum.
Oh, I do need to ask you, after watching AJ's previous winning title fight, what did you actually make of her progress to this point?
Minimal progress. She still swings. Like, there is, like, I don't think you threw one straight shot. Like, the overhand, if you want to call it an overhand, was literally just winging it in. And I think Little Belsey, even though you won, is so unaggressive. Like, she didn't even come forward once. Like, I don't even know how she got invited back on Misfits again. Like, you two just one of you needed to win the belt in order to make someone else look better.
All right, Elle, so you think I'm that bad, right? You think I'm this shit, right? I've got a question for you. If you can't beat me and you can't be in the division you was just in, what's next for you?
I quit. I don't care. I make money. I make millions of pounds a year doing what I do. Like, I'm so happy. Like, boxing's not my whole life like you.
So if you can't beat
I have
me,
so many other.
Yeah, is that in contract?
100%.
Or you put that in contract?
Not in contract, but then maybe Astrid will want to fight me, so that's a good thing.
AJ, now having spoken about your previous fight, I want you to analyse Elle's last fight. She obviously lost for the first time. And did you see any weaknesses that you're going to exploit this time round?
I saw weaknesses in both of her last fights. Her mindset's weak. You can see it. Like, she's got a weak mindset. She just comes forward like a ball in a china shop. Like she there's so much to pick apart. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll give her credit where I think she's got heart. She's tough because Julie Parker's strong. But yeah, there's so much to pick apart. But I'm not gonna be here and sit here and try and pick her apart like she's been trying to do to me. Because like I imagine she's been trying to improve, that she's like, I want her to be the best version of herself. But yes, there's definitely things to pick apart from her last performance. She wants to go down that route and say how shit I am. But look, when I beat her, that's gonna speak volumes of she thinks I'm so shit. And then when I beat her, it's gonna be that, as I said, she's gonna have to quit.
So, Elle, after some time away from the crossover world, you had a little break. What does it mean to be back in the ring, especially for such a high stakes rematch?
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm glad that AJ took this fight. I know that she had the option to vacate the belt or take the fight with me. So thank you very much for taking this. Not even that you had a choice, but it's not personal against, like, I want that belt. That is mine. That is exactly what I want. That's the only thing. I've beaten AJ once. Like, what do I get out of it doing it twice? But for me, I want to be Misfits champ, and I will do anything within my power to be Misfits champ.
And if you don't mind me asking, how does it feel to actually bounce back? Obviously, you suffered your first loss. What was it like taking that first loss and learning from that this time?
I mean, it's like any other. I think it just teaches you that you never want to feel that same way anymore, like again.
Are you not going to let it happen again?
No, 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 no. This is in Leeds. I've got so many people coming to support me. It won't be like with a huge Irish, Brazilian crowd. No, this is gonna be my night. And this, I've had to cancel so much for this, for my New Year's, Christmas, birthday. So this I have to win. Everything in my life right now is on winning this.
So AJ, as the current female middleweight champion, what significance does that hold for you going into this fight as your first title defense?
Oh, everything. As I said, I want to prove that, like, just prove that I'm improving, that I deserve this. I deserve to be champ, that I deserve this title, that I work hard. So yeah, it means everything. And I don't just want to be champion. I want to be number one pound for pound, like female, like fighter. So yeah, I'm not just doing it just for the belt. I want to do it because I actually want to be number one. So like,
Do you think you beat Julie Pocker?
which is a bit heavier than me, but if I could get my weight up there a little bit more time, yeah, I would take Julie Parker on when the time is right. But like, she's a completely different weight class. But right now with this, she's too big.
You'd have to outtake her to get to number one. So that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, and who said it could happen later down the line? Who knows? I'm dreaming big here, girl.
And it's like the funniest
I
thing.
just need the time to get the weight up. Like there's a massive weight difference, but yeah, who's to say that won't happen? Like if I had the time to put the weight on, eventually, yeah, I would be up for it.
Well, how do you think that fight would go if those two were to fight?
Julie and AJ, oh my God, annihilation. That would be the biggest mismatch that Misfits Boxing would have ever had. I think it'd actually be dangerous for them to put on that fight. I'd be severely concerned if I saw that coming up on a card.
Well, I mean, a fight everyone's been talking about with you, no matter what you do, is that Astrid Wet fight. Now, if you were to win and you got your hands raised, is that a future headliner for you?
I mean, I would fight her. It's not on me to make that happen. So everyone knows I'd fight her.
And AJ, I'm going to ask you the same question. You win this fight. Who's your aspirations? Would you want that rematch with Astrid Wet?
I've said it from the get-go. I want to be 2 division champs. So yeah, absolutely, I want that rematch. So once I've defended this title, best believe I want to go down and get that belt as well. So I should just box everybody. I don't care who I've got to get through. I really want that rematch just to shut that girl up.
And to end this off, I'm going to ask you both so you can take your turns. Can you give me your final predictions for the rematch, January 20th?
I think that it's going to be really scrappy in the first one. And as soon as AJ feels a really good right hand, she won't want to come forward anymore. So I think hopefully it's in the third and the fourth, if we can set it up.
And AJ, what is your final prediction? You're only a week away now.
The predictions is I win. Like, I don't know how it's going to go. I can't. Who knows how? But I will win. I will end up being victorious. Absolutely, we'll have my hand raised at the end of that night.
And our last question I have for you, is there any final words you want to give to AJ just before this fight happens?
Sleep with that belt, train with that belt, shower with that belt as much as you can, spend as much fucking time with that belt, because that belt is mine, and it only makes sense for it to be mine. Misfits want it to be mine, and it will be.
And AJ, what's your closing thoughts and any messages for Elle ahead of this big fight?
Well, I'm just excited to cause the biggest upset in Misfits history then, because if that's the case, they're going to be upset on the 20th of January. And vamos.
You heard it here first, January 20th, live on DAZN, your co-main event of the evening. The middleweight belt is on the line. Who will prevail? I guess we'll find out. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having you both. I look forward to fight week. We'll see you there.